Imagine if you could make a deal with someone, like selling your old PlayStation online, and you didn't have to trust that stranger to pay you. No middlemen, no scams, just guaranteed results. Sounds like magic, right? Well, that magic exists. It's called a smart contract. Hi everyone, my name is Cryptosaur. In this video, we're going to break down what smart contracts are, how they work, and why they might just be the future of everything from finance to online games to buying a house. And don't worry, we'll keep it super simple, with real-life examples, a touch of humor, and zero confusing tech lingo. Let's get started. Okay, picture this. You're selling your bike on a local app. Someone messages you, "I'll give you $200 for it." You agree. You meet up. You hand over the bike, and they drive away without paying. Oof, not a great day. Now imagine you use an online marketplace like eBay. eBay holds the buyer's money in escrow and only releases it to you once they've received the bike. That's better, but eBay takes a fee and you still have to trust them to be fair if anything goes wrong. This whole system, whether it's selling a bike, renting an apartment, or hiring someone to build your website, depends on trust. And often, it depends on middlemen, platforms, companies, or lawyers who step in to make sure both sides follow the rules. But what if we could replace all that with code? That's exactly what smart contracts do. They're like vending machines for agreements. When you buy chips from a vending machine, you don't need to trust anyone. You put in $1.50, press B3, and boom, chips drop down. The machine doesn't ask if you're trustworthy. It doesn't need to. If you don't put in the money, it won't give you the chips. If the chips are out of stock, it won't take your money. It's automatic. It's fair. It's code doing the job. A smart contract works the same way. It's a computer program that automatically runs when certain conditions are met. For example, if John sends $500 to this address, transfer ownership of this digital artwork to John. That's it. No middleman, no eBay, no lawyer, just code doing what it's told. And once it starts, no one can stop it, not even the person who created it. It's like a digital vending machine that can't be bribed, hacked, or confused. So far, we've learned that smart contracts help us make trustworthy deals without needing middlemen. They're like vending machines for agreements. If you do X, then Y happens. No human drama, just code. Next up, we'll peek under the hood and see how these smart contracts actually work and why they're called smart in the first place. All right, so now you're probably wondering, okay, sounds cool, but how does it actually work? Is there a little robot lawyer living inside my computer? Not quite. Smart contracts live on something called a blockchain, which is just a fancy name for a public, digital notebook that no one can erase or cheat. Think of it like Google Docs, but instead of one person editing it, everyone in the world has a copy, and they all have to agree on every single change. When a smart contract is created, it gets written into this global notebook forever, and it just sits there, waiting for the conditions you programmed it with. Let's use another example. Say Sarah wants to rent out her digital art in a game for $100 a month. She creates a smart contract that says, if someone sends $100, give them access to the art for 30 days. Now, when Jake sends $100, the contract checks. Did the money arrive? Is it the right amount? Is it time to give access? If yes, it automatically unlocks the art for Jake. No emails, no invoices, no Sarah waking up at 2 a.m. wondering if Jake paid on time. Everything is automatic. And it happens because the blockchain makes sure all the information is visible and tamper-proof. Okay, so why are they called smart contracts? Are they smarter than humans? Well, not really. They're actually pretty dumb on their own. They just follow instructions exactly, like a very obedient robot chef Who doesn't ask questions? If the recipe says add 10 onions, it adds 10 onions, even if that ruins the soup. The smart part comes from automation. Once you tell it what to do, it does it without needing you to double-check or chase anyone down. It's like setting up an automatic payment for your Netflix subscription, except you can program it to do anything. And because it runs on blockchain, it's secure, open for everyone to see, and impossible to change once it starts. That's a pretty big deal. Smart contracts aren't just about sending crypto or digital art. People are using them for voting systems, insurance claims, video game items, crowdfunding projects, real estate deals, even online wills. Anywhere people need to make a deal, where both sides want to know, you go first. A smart contract can be the referee. And remember, no trust required, just the code. We just peeked under the hood and saw how smart contracts live on the blockchain, follow simple if this, then that rules and run automatically without needing any middleman. But now the big question is, why do we actually need them? What problems are they solving, and where are they heading? So now that you know what smart contracts are and how they work, you might be thinking, okay, cool, but do we really need them? What's wrong with regular contracts or just trusting people? Let's take a quick reality check. Trust is expensive. Think about all the stuff in life that runs on trust. You trust your bank to hold your money safely. You trust your landlord to return your deposit. You trust your insurance company to actually pay you if something goes wrong. And because trust can be broken, we've built an entire economy of middlemen to enforce it. Banks, lawyers, escrow agents, auditors, platforms like Airbnb or Fiverr. They help us trust each other, but they also take a cut, sometimes a big one. Smart contracts let us skip the middlemen and still get the same peace of mind. In fact, often more. Let's say you want to raise money for a cool new gadget on Kickstarter. You promise, if I get $10,000 in pledges, I'll build this product and ship it. People chip in, but what happens if you just take the money and disappear? With a smart contract, the rules are built in. It could say, only release the funds if the total reaches $10,000 by July 30th. If that doesn't happen, everyone automatically gets refunded. No need to email support. No need to trust that the creator will be honest. That's powerful. It makes deals more fair, more transparent, and harder to mess up. As the world becomes more digital, smart contracts are being used for way more than just money. Imagine a car that unlocks itself the moment your payment goes through. Rent payments that transfer automatically on the 1st of every month, with late fees built in. A will that executes itself based on a blockchain death certificate, morbid, but efficient. This stuff is already happening. Smart contracts aren't just about making crypto cooler. They're about automating trust across the internet. So let's sum it all up. Smart contracts are like digital vending machines, automated, fair, and powered by code. They live on the blockchain, so no one can tamper with them. They're solving real problems by removing middlemen and making deals faster, cheaper, and safer. If that blew your mind even a little, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and let us know in the comments, what would you use a smart contract for? And in our next video, we'll explore what is DeFi. See you there.